Are you a woman who is single and you feel all alone because you have herpes? You feel like no one's ever going to love you and that you're never going to be happy because you're just going to be alone. If this is you, then you are in the right place. I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Shue, Amazon best-selling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. In fact, I also wrote this book, Live, Love, and Thrive with Herpes. You can find it at pinktent.com. And you know, there is no cure but community. And I know many women, I get asked all the time, Dr. Kelly, when do you think there's going to be a cure? Listen, I have been in this industry studying this for over a decade. I personally was diagnosed over 20 years ago in my early 20s, and I know how devastating it is. And you want someone to make it all okay. And many of you out there, I know you because you've been asking me, give me an update on the cure, the cure. If I can just find the cure, if they can find the cure, I can be happy. I invite you today in the name of April's STD Awareness Month. So we are here helping you with this conversation. So there is no cure but community. And what I mean by that, you know, so many women are looking for certainty. They're looking for safety. They're looking for a way out. And I want you to claim happiness today, not tomorrow, not a week from today, or months or years waiting for the cure. Hello, Alexandra, so glad you joined us. And really, this is challenging one of our basic human needs. And I've studied a lot with Tony Robbins, and he shares, as does Maslow, the number one human need is the need for certainty. This is a very basic need. We all want to feel safe. And sometimes this diagnosis has us not feeling safe in our bodies anymore, or safe knowing that no one's going to reject us, and safe that we're going to be loved. So know that this diagnosis does challenge one of your number one need in life, which is the need of certainty. But here is an invitation for you, and that is to find community. A community of women who also have a diagnosis of herpes, and they get you, they understand you, and they love you and support you. Because here's the truth. There are many women out there just like me that are happily in partnership, in love. I'm married to the man of my dreams. I have a beautiful daughter, and all of this happened after diagnosis. So I did this even having herpes. And I've coached so many women and educated so many women, and they're out there telling me they're falling in love, they're getting engaged, they're getting married, they're having children, and why not that be you? You know, so don't wait for the cure. The cure might not come in your lifetime. I've been waiting, just looking in the background to see if it happens. I'll tell you, one of the reasons it may or may not happen in our lifetime is because, number one, herpes is so common, and number two, it doesn't cause any other diseases. And medical professionals really look at this as a nuisance disease or a nuisance infection. And so I know they have been working on this, and there's just really nothing that I have seen that's really promising. But if you want to live a life of happiness and vibrant health and love, that is possible without the cure. So anyway, what I have discovered in working with so many women is having community, having a place to share your story in a safe container, you know, where you're witnessed and uplifted. This is actually why I created our Pink Tent Forum, and it's been going on for many years. Many of you, if you're a woman with herpes, you may or may not know about this resource. All you need to do is go to pinktent.com/forum, and you can be anonymous. You can share anonymously, and women will jump in and start supporting you. Some women might need more help than this, right? And we at Pink Tent have an online course. I've got my book, right? I work with women one-on-one and in groups. So there is no excuse for you not to live a happy, vibrant life. Allow others to inspire you. In fact, so the first step is when we look at the healing journey, there's basically 3 steps. First step is awareness, and that awareness is you have this diagnosis or a loved one has this diagnosis, and you're just more aware now about this. So awareness, if you're listening to this, you have some level of awareness about this diagnosis. Now, you might not know the facts because there's a lot of misinformation online. Unfortunately, there are a lot of scams online. You can rest assured that Pink Tent, our forum, our community, is a place that we monitor for accurate, inspirational information for women. So that first step is awareness. So as I said, you're probably in that place of awareness, or maybe you've moved on to step 2, which is education. It's really important to know where your facts are coming from, because there are a lot of resources that are not reputable. So make sure that you're getting this, from a doctor or like myself or a reputable source. Unfortunately, I can even tell you there are doctors out there that don't have all the accurate information, which is just crazy. But at Pink Tent, we vet everything. I created, or we partner with other professionals to make sure that you're getting that accurate information. So step 1 was awareness. Step 2 is education. You got to get yourself educated. Why? You want certainty. And some of that certainty is helping you to get educated so you can be empowered, so you know how this virus works. And then the third step is acceptance. And for many of you, I know that is the most challenging step, because for many of you, the stigma is what is keeping you in fear and isolation. So Yvonne, thank you for joining us. At Our Women's Everything says 9 out of 10 people have it, so who cares about it anymore? I love that attitude. Yeah, we shouldn't be caring about it so much if we really looked at how common it is. And so that statistic, we see up to like 85–90% of people carry the HSV1 virus, which is the type 1 virus, which is a little bit different than the type 2, but they're very similar. They're both herpes simplex viruses. So it is really common, and unfortunately, there is still quite a bit of stigma, which is actually why tomorrow is Break the Stigma Day. And come join me tomorrow for Break the Stigma Day, because I'm going to give you some insights how to find more peace. So my charge to you for today is to find community. A community, if you're a woman listening, find a community of women that have this diagnosis. They know what it's like to date. Maybe you were just diagnosed, or you've had this for 30 years. It doesn't matter where you are on this journey. We have women that are happy and healthy and living an amazing life, and we have women that have just been diagnosed and they're devastating. So no matter where you are in this journey, this forum, this free forum is a place to start to receive support. Our whole Pink Tent community is a place to receive support. So lean into community. There's nothing like talking to somebody, engaging with a conversation so you don't have to feel all alone. So start by claiming your happiness and your health today by jumping over to pinktent.com/forum. I invite you to share your story. You can do that anonymously, or just start looking around and seeing how we can move you from awareness to education and start moving in the direction of acceptance. Again, I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Shue, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. Thank you for joining us today. Find us at pinktent.com.